Now I want to bring in CBS Miami's Jim DeFede to continue our coverage of the shooting on the FSU campus.
Jim, you've been on the phone all afternoon talking to your sources and also working in tandem with us here at CBS News Miami and CBS News. So where does the investigation stand from here?
You know, the real question right now is, why did this occur? As you heard in the press conference earlier, the alleged gunman is declining to cooperate with police. When he was asked, he said he did not want to talk to them, invoked his right to counsel. And so we don't have any answers from him yet, but I'm sure that's going to be the main focus of their investigation, since we know a lot already. The fact that he had a handgun, also the fact that he brought a shotgun with him to campus, suggests that this wasn't a spur of the moment or random act, but rather something that was thought out and planned, at least to some extent. You know, you bring a handgun and a shotgun to the campus, it means you were intending to do something.
Jim, let's talk about the issue of guns and gun violence in the state of Florida. We talked to students who say they want the legislator to do something, namely tighten the gun laws, but you're saying they're actually going the other way, namely making it easier for people to have guns and allow people to have guns on college campuses, right?
Yeah, so, you know, obviously we talk a lot about what happened in the wake of the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas shooting. There was a real wave of legislation that came out of that. Florida actually responded by raising the age in which individuals could acquire long guns from 18 to 21. We saw red flag laws in which individuals with potential mental health issues could have their guns taken away. That was 2018. Ever since then, the legislature has been basically, there have been proposals to try to weaken those laws. Governor Ron DeSantis last year passed, at his urging, the legislature passed a bill that allows for concealed carry throughout the state of Florida. It used to be that you could only have a concealed carry gun if you had a permit, which required you to attend some classes, some training, have record available. The legislature did away with that at the governor's urging, and so now anyone can carry a gun. However, you cannot carry a gun as part of that bill onto college campuses, schools, and a host of other places. But there was a bill this year to try to strike that and allow for people on campuses, students, faculty, staff, anyone visiting the campus, to carry a concealed weapon onto campus. That bill went away this year. It did not pass. It passed through a lot of the House. It got withdrawn actually from the House. It died in the Senate. There was also a bill in Tallahassee this year to try to revert what happened after Marjorie Stoneman Douglas, to take the legal age to buy a long weapon, an assault weapon as it were, from 21 back down to 18. The House was in support of that. The Florida Senate this year killed that bill. So again, these issues are continuing to be raised in Tallahassee, and I know from talking to Naja and you, Elliot, earlier, you know, the students want to see more gun legislation to restrict their use, to try to make places safer. Unfortunately, that's not the climate that I would expect out of Tallahassee as we head into the final 2 or 3 weeks of session now.
Yeah, and as we've said, if they want to see it happen, they got to get out and vote. Jim, thank you for your insight this afternoon.